You should be aware in this case that Mundo is fucked because he got invaded on top. And you should be aware that if Milio comes right there and Mundo dies, the game is over for him. And if the game is over for him, the game is over for you. In this matchup. In other matchups, you can still play 2v2. But in this exact matchup, as I said, you're getting AD carry gap matchup, support gap matchup. So if they play it well, you need some help. So if we're not pinging... What's going on, guys? Besides here in today's video, we are going to learn how to play AD carry in terms of the jungle awareness and jungle tracking, wave management and recall tempo, and disciplined itemization in the early game. This is going to be a great video for you if you are below master tier. Please be sure to watch this because this guy, he purchased the coaching session, and what happened after he purchased the coaching session, you have it on your screen. So this guy, when he purchased the coaching session pretty much 3 weeks ago, he was diamond 4 with 50% win rate, and pretty much 1 week and a half after the coaching session, we can see right here he got to master tier. So guys, be sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to learn AD carry. You really want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this amazing AD carry channel, and you want to watch this video until the end because here you have absolutely insane information that you can apply in each rank. Guys, enjoy. That's a bit telegraphed. That's a bit, you know, no one is really gonna fall for that. So it's like W on a minion and all in. But to be realistic, Braum all in is not as scary as a Pyke, Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Leona, Alistar or any other champ. So this is why, as you can see on your screen, you're not actually winning the lane. And in fact, if they make a mistake, you can, but that's what you should play for, mistakes. So the most important thing in this matchup, since one, they have Caitlyn versus Lucian. Level 1, level 2 is unplayable if she knows what she's doing. 2, support versus support. Braum is a garbage champion in terms of engage against Milio specifically. Against other champions, he can be decent. Not as other engagers, but decent. But against Milio is very bad. And Caitlyn Milio has great lane because the W of Milio gives what? The W of Milio gives what?
I feel like if the Caitlyn and Milio were better, you would have been stomped right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So the W of Milio, what does it give?
It gives healing, a bit of healing, but it also gives the passive, right?
The passive
and range
too.
Also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a Caitlyn that has more range. Even if you're telling me that, it sounds very good, right? So
yeah,
the Milio has really good lane here. So the plan is very simple. You, until level 3, all you have to do is don't lose your HP. Because if you lose slowly with your HP, you're going to be into the tower and you're going to suffer. They will push. Level 1 push, you can try to get it. But realistically speaking, if they are good players, you will never get it. Because, yeah, you're just going to get poked. And she's just going to Q the wave and you can't get the push. So don't lose your HP until level 3. And after level 3, you wait Braum to do something, and even then you play to not lose HP. Trading in this lane is very hard because they have a lot of sustain with the Milio and they have a lot of range. So this lane you actually play to not lose. You play for ganks, you play slow, because if you try to win it and Caitlyn is good, you lose it harder. By trying to win a lane that fundamentally is weak, you will lose it harder. So what I mean by that, yes, on paper Caitlyn is counter to Lucian in this matchup, but it's the same thing if I play Twitch with Yuumi and you play Draven with Nautilus. If I try to win this lane as Twitch, I'm stupid. I will lose it harder. Instead of playing safe, and if I play safe, I'm gonna be like 0-1 maybe. If I play aggressive, I'm gonna be 0-4. So I'm gonna make it worse. So that's why we need to play it based on the matchup. So let's see your runes and let's see how you played it till this point. Okay, so I see you don't copy your runes. This is always bad and this is always bad for AD carries. Do you know what this and this gives?
I know cut down, so yeah, but I don't know what the heart rune does. I usually just go for the preset runes right now.
What does the cut down do?
Yeah, you do more damage to higher health champions, right? Or
higher health.
With the higher health. Yeah.
Higher health than you or higher health than who?
Higher health than you, right?
Well, yeah, it used to do that 7 years ago. So now it actually does more damage on the people that are healthier than 60%. So it does damage on the Twitch, on the Scion, on anyone. if they are healthier than 60%. So this is why this rune is quite good,
I see.
because statistically it has the highest win rate on most AD carries. Only collector users, maybe Jean, can get this one. And this one, it's health per level or health flat. Meaning that this is going to give you scaling, this is going to give you flat. But flat is better, because if you play bot lane, look, you have Thresh, you have Pike. Do you think they will chill and play safe? No, you should always get this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Always, always, always. There are some cases in Challenger where if you play super scaling matchup like Twitch Yumi versus Sivir Sona, you can consider to get scaling. But even in that matchup, it's solo queue. So your jungle is just gonna make stupid plays and you need to follow him. So having more HP is usually better for solo queue environments. So now let's see how you played. So okay, so you go PTA, barrier, no cleanse here. Of course, cleanse is bad. We need to look at a bit of the summoner spells as well. So he doesn't have resolve on Milio. Interesting. That means if he hits the Q and we all in, it's good. There is the exhaust, which is also interesting. So no barrier. Interesting. If you ulti her and she doesn't have exhaust range, she's dead. And then we have glacial, so we don't have guardian. This one, the spell book. So we don't have guardians, and we have heal. Interesting. And fleet. Okay, this is also important. Fleet footwork. Fleet footwork usually you play with collector. Usually. Little tempo you play with Yuntal. Fleet footwork means better lane phase, better sustain, harder for you to play. Little tempo means better scaling, better late game. And in my opinion, going little tempo against a Mundo in late game is very good. So in my opinion, that's a mistake, but we'll see. We'll see for her. Okay, go to the lane. Try to get second brush worded. Not bad. And let's see what you start here. You can start W, you can start Q. Sometimes you can start E. We get that one. Always steal the word. You did it. Milio started Q. Let's see, let's see, let's see. You dodge that. Good. And here you try to, let's see what you're going to try to do. Try to hit the minions. We try to contest the push. We try to get the push, but realistically speaking, a range versus a melee champion and Caitlyn versus Lucian, you're not going to get the push. So you see, when I analyze the matchup, it's always AD carry versus AD carry in a vacuum and support versus support in a vacuum. Caitlyn wins level 1 against Lucian and because of the range, and Braum loses against Milio because, well, range versus melee champion. So far you played good. You got some minions. You didn't get poked. Interesting Q right there. Did you know that if he hits the Q here, the Milio, he actually gets refounded on cooldown and mana as well? Half?
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's interesting information. Okay, so it gets a bit too much poke. It is a hard lane though. Like if this is Challenger, I definitely dodge the game as Lucian. Because it's very hard lane if they play it well. Yes?
I have a question. So, when you know that the matchup's usually like losing early game, do you generally just give the push, or do you always try to contest it?
I do it exactly like you did it here. So this matchup is bad, but you still hit the minions. You still try to, hit the minions, and the moment you see Caitlyn is good enough and she pokes you, you're like, okay, never mind, I'm gonna back off and I'm gonna give them the push. So what you are trying is that you're testing her. You're trying to see if she gets the push. If she was a field player, support-branded Yumi player, she would probably not poke you, not push, and you get the push, you get level 2, and you all in. But if you're trying to do it, and then she's good, she punishes you, she gets pushed because she Qs the wave, then you're like, okay, sorry Caitlyn, you can have the push. From now, I play the matchup, I play optimal. So if Caitlyn is supposed to have the push and I should respect, that's what I do. I don't abort the rules. So you can test her a little bit, but you can expect that you're not going to have push. So yeah, I would always try to get the push, but if you see that she's moving up, she's good, she's trying to pressure you, she's trying to body language aggressive, she's clicking up on you, then you can be like, okay, sorry Caitlyn, I'm going to play safer from now. Very good combo here. Nice try. Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times,
but you still have no real impact. You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
In terms of the minimap statement here, it looks like Mundo... Okay, this is important though. We need to see what happened with the Mundo. Okay, so he gets invaded here. This is a key information because he loses his camp right there. Then he takes topside and now he's patting to bot lane. I see. Okay, and he's also low. He got... yeah, he got pushed out in the jungle. This is important for you because remember what we said about this specific matchup is that Lucian Braum, you need jungle pressure and you need help. Right? Because this is realistically the matchup. So it is very important to see what is going on there. Because in high elo, if you're going to play Master Plus, it's not about you being the hero and you playing the game well. It's about you understanding what is happening on the map and how to adapt on it. Right? So you just have to play on the map state. So this is pretty sad based on the map state. Viego is taking the jungle. Maybe he's going to do crazy stuff and he's going to do this and invade him on the Raptors. It looks like Wei has prio mid. So I'm concerned about this already. If I'm Lucian, I'm concerned about this. But you can't do anything. You just have to be aware of it. So if you're thinking, oh, why is jungle not helping me or stuff like that? It's because he's fucked. It's because he's getting doomed. So the difference between masters and grandmaster can be what I just told you. A grandmaster will play the map, the game. A master tier player will play really well the lane, but not much map. And great mechanics. A master tier can have great mechanics. So we'll see what you're missing until master tier though. So far you played it very well. You didn't get poked. You're just playing it safe. Safe and slow. Is Lucian one of your main champs?
Right now, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying to find the champion that I enjoy and that gives me the most success. And right now, I think Lucian gives me most success. That's why.
I see. Okay, good. So I think you played quite decent for it for Diamond 3 here, not bad. Let's see what you're gonna do with the jungle. So same thing in this matchup, it is key. You have support gap matchup. You're getting gapped of Caitlyn as well, so you need to play very well. You need to wait for a mistake. Okay, to slow it down, Mundo is on the river. Okay. You're trying to take the wave. Okay, so now support is missing. You should ping early. Because if Viego is there going on the Mundo and Milio is there, that's annoying for Mundo. Because remember, this guy got invaded on the Wolves. He probably got stolen in some camps. He doesn't feel very happy about this game. Remember that when you, as AD carry, die one time and let's say you lose the wave, the game is still playable for you. But one death as AD carry means like 2 deaths in the jungle. No, the other way around, sorry. One death in the jungle means like 2 deaths on AD carry. Because jungle, him losing camps and him being behind, he can't just hug in the tower because there is no tower in the jungle. So you get invaded permanently. So understanding that your jungle is really the key of your matchup is very important. So what I'm saying right here is that you should be aware in this case that Mundo is fucked because he got invaded on top. And you should be aware that if Milio comes right there and Mundo dies, the game is over for him. And if the game is over for him, the game is over for you. In this matchup. In other matchups, you can still play 2v2. But in this exact matchup, as I said, you're getting AD carry gap matchup, support gap matchup. So if they play it well, you need some help. So if we're not pinging, I just hope he doesn't die there. Okay, Emilio is moving. We're not even one ping. Wow, and Brom is so boosted. Like the moment he leaves, like not now. Move Brom. You can't move because of course the wave, but Brom can move. Danger, danger, danger. Bro. Careful, Mundo, careful. Wow, no one is pinging. Crazy. And now we're moving. I see. You can't move, unfortunately, but he didn't ping at all. And the poor guy is, just dead, I think. Yeah, they just go for him. Yeah, you can't really do much here other than ping. If you ping him earlier, he might not need to use flash. I see. Interesting. So we don't really have like mechanical mistakes or lane phase mistakes. We just have jungle tracking and jungle like understanding mistakes. Which is pretty high level, which is usually in high elo this happens. Did you pick Lucian into this matchup?
I actually blinded Lucian here. So
But did you see
Lucian
Brom?
like a bad chat?
He's not. He's not. Only low elo. Below diamond you can do it. Above diamond, I would not recommend it. Did you see Brom or...
No, he actually picked Brom afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just go enchanters, champion, you're fucked.
SoloQ.
Yeah, you should try to get a better blind pick, or you should just ask your support what he plays, and then he should hover his champs, and then maybe you can adapt from there if you really want to adapt to the draft. Okay, this is good. This is great. Your mechanics are also great. You dodged a lot from the Caitlyn. And here you're just pushing, which is good. And then now it looks like you are going to crush, but you are not crushing. Okay, so here is there a reason why you didn't stay to push?
I felt like I was overstaying if I stayed to push. And I wanted to match the tempo of the Caitlyn, but...
I see.
Yeah,
because
that was my main concern, actually.
Because if they have a freeze, even if you're matching the tempo of Caitlyn, she still has a freeze. So realistically speaking, okay, there are a few mistakes here. So you're pushing this. Is really important to understand the tempo. What is tempo? Tempo is like, what is the tempo of Caitlyn? Well, it's 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so she just respawned. So now you could have been here. If you stay and you push, you've got like 25 seconds. Because she gets in the lane in 25 seconds. Ideally, you crush the wave before she's going to be in the second tower. So basically 12 seconds, halfway. 12 seconds, 13 seconds from here to here. So if you think she's already in the lane, which is impossible, but if you think, just recall. Or if you're too low to push, I would not really take this decision to push one more. But if you know she just respawned, which we saw the timer right here, and you're not very gankable, which we have Victor on the river, we have that word right there, it's pretty unlikely you're gonna get ganked. You can consider staying here. You don't lose a lot of tempo. You lose a lot. You lose some tempo because she'll still be in the lane and catch some of the minions, and she can push. But not much tempo is lost because she's just on the Nexus right now. So if you're pushing here and she's on the inhibitor or on the second tower, that is pretty lack of tempo. Because she can just take this wave, come fast, and as you recall, she pushes one more wave and she hits your tower. So you need to estimate what is enemy AD carry when you make a decision. You need to understand the tempo of enemy AD carry. In this case, it's actually good that you recalled, but I wanted to bait you. The answer should be, I know this could be a freeze, but if these 3 minions die into the tower, they only have 2 minions right here. This is a cannon wave, and a freeze is only a freeze with 4 minions. On a cannon wave, they need the minimum 1 melee. So if this minion don't go into the tower, and there is like 2 casters, and there is 2 more melees, you should stay. You should stay and push, because Caitlyn is too far away to punish you. But in this exact situation, even though Caitlyn is pretty far away, these 3 minions will die to the tower, so the recall is good. 2 minions is not enough for a freeze. So this wave is pushing into who?
It's pushing into me, so yeah.
True. Why? Why is that?
Because the melees are gonna die to the tower, and 2 casters isn't enough for... it's basically going to slow push to me.
True. And why is it gonna slow push into you? What's the reason?
Because the minions come back faster on his side. So
Perfect. So this right here is a good wave set. So when I asked you why did you recall here, you should tell me, I mean, I wouldn't recall on a freeze, judging on where is Caitlyn, but in this case, this minions die to the tower, so I can't recall. So this was the correct answer. I wanted to test your knowledge a little bit. So here, boom, they can't refreeze. Also, this is a basic mistake. You want to get the maximum AD possible. 20 AD, 10 ability haste. You are never going to use this 10 ability haste, because you're never going to use E 2 times in a fight, Q 2 times in a fight, right? It's just Q 1 time, W 1 time, E 1 time. So if this is a master tier, grandmaster player, boom, boom. And with the spare money, well, if you can get another one, it's good, and refill. Right.
I actually bought Caulfield's Warhammer with a Cull because I didn't really think... Yeah, is that a good thing that I bought Cull and the hammer, or is it just better to go for pickaxe and 2 longswords?
Does Cull give you AD?
7 AD only, actually.
Perfect. So you've got 7 plus 20. So you're paying 1500 for 27 AD and 10 haste. You buy this and this, and you get 25 AD from pickaxe, 10 AD from longsword. And how much gold do you have left? Let me just calculate. It's 75 plus 350 equals 1225. Oh my god, don't tell me you can get 2 longswords. Yeah, you need 30 gold and you can actually get 2 longswords. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you could get 25 AD from a pickaxe, 10 more AD from the longsword, 10 more AD from another wow, 45 AD. And you prefer to get 27 AD and 10 haste.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. On a champion, like usually when you play Kaisa and Lucian, they love AD because their abilities scale with AD, right? So, and Karl on Lucian, I mean, if you buy it first, like you have 400 gold and you buy it, or you get like 600 gold and you buy Karl, if it's below 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes, it's not that bad. But look at the timer right now, it's 6:30, and you could have just get more AD. So I wouldn't buy Karl this late, especially when you have an alternative to just buy AD. So you can actually check players that are quite decent. Like Grandmaster, but also some Masters. Let's see if we can see one player. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to tell you, they buy potions. They love potions a lot. You didn't get potion here. Refillable is really good, but normal potion is like at least 1. You are playing against a poke matchup.
Okay.
Right? So you gotta be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Because the moment you get low, what do?
You just pop a potion and
yeah,
stay at the tower.
Because if you're low and you don't have a potion, you're gonna get under pressure a lot. So let me see if I can find some. Let me see. Yeah, these are the runes that I recommend you. Always. Okay, I guess.
Is the attack speed rune like good?
Yes. Helps you to farm under the tower. It's definitely good. Okay, you see this?
Yeah,
At
true.
6 minutes. I wouldn't buy Carl if I have this crazy buy. Yeah, pickaxe double long is really good. Wow, when you buy Carl, the thing is, Caitlyn with 6 items or 5 items or 3 items and Lucian with 3 items. I mean, Lucian is not bad at 3 items, but would I play Lucian with the thinking that I'm scaling? Probably not.
Oh, you want to, yeah.
Yeah, because
You
if
want to end the game quick.
Because if I want to scale, I'll probably not play Lucian. And then Caitlyn, I mean, I think at 3 items, Lucian can be stronger than Caitlyn. It's no problem. But the Caitlyn has steroids because she has Melio. So when you're there is a difference if you're playing against Caitlyn or a Caitlyn Janna or a Caitlyn Melio. You know, there is a difference if you're playing against a Twitch or Twitch Lulu, Twitch Yumi. She's got steroids on the support. This guy is the same thing. Okay. Nice. This is what you needed. So you play safe until they make a mistake or someone helps you. It's really important to get the kill. Good. Mid gap. You push this. Good. Be sure to not push immediately. Wait him to leave first. And you push immediately after he leaves so you don't share any XP with him.
Okay.
The Q is decent. I would Q on this minion actually. Because you can get this, and maybe this. Because if you do this, it's not bad. It's not completely bad, but you could angle it a little bit better on the middle. Okay, let's see what you're gonna do. This is gonna be a mistake, anyways, 100%. Yeah, I knew it's gonna be a mistake. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. So the moment you kill, we think about tempo of Caitlyn, jungle pressure, and the recall for tempo. So here you killed, and then we see Caitlyn 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, she spawned it. Now you need to recall as fast as possible so you can be in the lane as fast as possible. But if this is a good player, if this is a grandmaster player or challenger player, judging that this is a cannon wave, he will check the plate. If the plate is below 50%, with your items right now, you can consider going for the plate. Why? Well, number one is because Caitlyn is still on low tempo. She almost just respawned. Number two is you have a cannon wave. And number three is if enemy jungle comes here with Braum Lucian, it is very outplayable with this HP. Okay. So usually recalling here immediately is good if Caitlyn is here. If she's coming, if she's more than second tower, recall, don't even think about the plate. You're gonna lose a lot if you're gonna stay to hit the tower. But in this exact situation, with this tempo on Caitlyn, and with this wave, and with the Braum Lucian that if jungle comes, you can't die. If this is a challenger player, he looks at the plate to see the HP. Now, as he's pushing, he will move his camera. If the plate is like 2, 3, sometimes even 4 auto attacks away from dying, he will go for a plate. If it's like full HP, recall, run. So this is the optimization you can do. Okay, because here you do this, which is okay. It's okay to escort because Braum is too low to escort alone, and the next wave is pretty close to Melio. So trying to escort with him is important. If the next wave is like there, then Braum can actually escort by himself. Because if the next wave is here, Melio loses like a lot to freeze it. But judging on where is the next wave, there, which is pretty close to the tower, you should escort with Braum. This is the difference between Master, Grandmaster and Challenger. A Master tier player will think, oh, always escort the wave. Always try to get it to the tower. Right?
Yeah.
Which is logical, right? Is logical, you should do that. But what the challenger player will think is that he will think, where is the next wave? Because in this case, if that wave is here, the Melio will tank a lot. And it's a cannon wave and Braum can do it by himself. But judging that it's pretty close to the tower, you need to also click to help the Braum. So these are subtle things between Master and Grandmaster. Well, they're not necessarily subtle in that elo. Okay, so you buy the item. Good. Then you go to the lane. I would like you to use E towards the lane. That's just a small thing. Your mechanics are very good. Good aggressivity. Nice. Good patience at the same time. Yeah, your playstyle is pretty refined. When did you start playing the game?
3 years ago. So, yeah.
You played League of Legends first time 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Or did you play before?
No, I actually played, 3 years ago.
So the first time you played League of Legends was 3 years ago. Did you play any other games before, like MOBAs?
Yeah, I actually really like MOBAs, so
I see, that's why
I
you
think it's,
are...
yeah.
This is a great call right here. I would have liked it to be a bit faster, because now, how much gold do you need for the item? 375. So when you get to the lane, this is your goal. To just play for 375 gold. Yeah, okay. It's huge experience that you have. And here you should recall, but you can't. Let's see if you can recall here. So you take these minions and you recall right away. Because you have the item,
And it's a
right?
cannon wave.
And it's a cannon wave, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's not a cannon wave right now, you can't really recall. Not only that it's a cannon wave, but if you look at the minimap right now, the next wave is pretty far. Like it has to travel from there to the mid lane of the middle of the lane. So that's gonna take some time. So if you recall exactly after you kill these 3 minions, you should be able to be back in the time. Like take that and take this. Yes?
Okay, so around which area should I what's like a general rule that I can follow so that I know if it's okay to recall? Like where should the minions be, right?
Okay, so judging that now you have the item in base, you can already look about recall. And in this case, in this case, if the wave is usually after the second tower, it's usually pretty bad, especially if it's between second tower and third tower. But in this exact case, it helps that it's a cannon wave, right? If this is a non-cannon wave, I would not recall. But since it is a cannon wave, you can already recall. And the reality here is, even if this is not a cannon and you recall, and she pushes the wave and she makes you lose 3 to 4 minions, it's not that bad because you have Essence River. So you can perma fight.
Yeah.
So personally, I would recall if I know I'm not gonna lose a plate, or if I'm gonna lose more than a wave, I would not recall. If by the time that I recall, my wave is more than this exact place, more than like here, it's bad because I will recall and she immediately pushes the wave. But if the wave is close to the second tower, I would usually just recall, even if I know I'm gonna lose like 2-3 minions. If you know you're gonna lose 2-3-4 minions, but you're gonna have a huge power spike in base, Kraken Slayer, Essence River, there are situations when you can be like, okay, I'm gonna lose some minions, but I have the item, so I smash these kids after.
Okay.
So in this case, you stayed. I guess you should do the next cannon wave. So it's gonna take a while. Only problem is they'll take plates, but not much you can do. And then here you can't recall because the wave is here, they'll just push. Okay. Yeah, and here you just recall. Because remember your goal. Like, remember what happened here. What happens here is not like you pressure them or no, they are pressuring you. They are winning, they are pushing, they are hitting the tower. So the moment this happens, you can just press recall. If, as you recall, she's pushing, stay. Don't recall because she'll literally take 2 plates. But if she's stupid, if she's bad and she's like chilling and not pushing, then you can just take the recall. But yeah, she's pushing.
Okay.
So now you stay. But same thing. Now, after these minions, you just recall. Like you just back off here, since this is word and this is word. You go here and you press B. Because this was your plan.
Okay.
Some people are like, oh, but shouldn't he push before he recalls? I mean, judging of what happened here, I mean, does it feel like you're winning the lane? Does it feel like if they play good, you're going to get the push? Because they are in the leader. They are in the driver's seat. They dictate the lane. It's not like, oh, I'm going to push the wave. Yeah, if Caitlyn allows you, you do. But she'll probably not allow you. So in this case, I will insta recall. Insta recall without pushing the wave because I already have the money. But if you recall, and as you recall, you see she's pushing, or as you recall, or the wave is like here, or again anywhere after. So this is the tower, this is the tower, the middle of both towers. If it's over that line, you can always consider staying if you know you're gonna lose more than a wave. Like if you're gonna lose one wave and a plate, it's usually better to stay.
Okay.
Good queue. Let's see the queue here actually. Yeah, not bad. So you queued this one. I think I'll queue this one. I'll click a little bit more and I'll queue this one so I can do this. Because you see this?
Okay.
You do only 4, but if you do this, you do 5 or 6. Good. Yes. This is not bad, it's just optimization. Okay. You do this, and what I love about this play is that you had the confidence to say, hey, this is not a situation where I wanna stay. This is worth it. I'm gonna recall. Sorry, guys, because they looked like they want to do something, but I would not recall on a word. Like this is worth it. This is worth it. Then just okay. Take the plant. No worries. I'll just recall away. Like this is the vision. Okay, then here, right there. Because this word only sees like this. So if you recall there, you're fine. You also looked if it's a cannon wave, but this doesn't matter. If this is not a cannon wave, you see it's far. What do I mean by far? Think about second tower and third tower, the middle of them. This is below the middle of them. So this wave takes like 12 seconds to get to the wave, and 5 more seconds for Caitlyn to push, then 3 to 5 more seconds for the wave to travel to the tower. So you have a lot of time to come back in the lane, right? If the wave is here. So it doesn't have to be cannon. The fact that it's cannon, it helps you. But here, if it's not cannon, you anyways recall. Caitlyn is bad. Caitlyn is very bad. There is no reason, if I'm healthier HP, to not pressure as Caitlyn. If Lucian is a lot lower than me like this, I pressure, I push permanently. So Caitlyn recalling at the same time with you when you are low HP and she's full HP, garbage. Garbage. Okay, good.
Can I ask a question actually?
Yes, of course.
So one of the reasons why I actually decided to take a recall like at that time is because of Dragon. Like I think I saw somewhere that it's ideal to recall like at least 1 minute before Dragon to get your items. So is it like if I were the Caitlyn, right? Like is it okay for me to stay here even if the Dragon is up in a minute or so?
What? Okay. What camps does your jungle have up? How much gold does your jungle have? Do we have prio mid? You see, these questions, you have to know them. Because if your jungle has camps on top and you're doing that recall, that's bad. He's not going to be on Drake with his camps on top. If mid doesn't have push and bot doesn't have push, then you're not going to take Drake with no push. If jungle has 3k gold in his inventory and you're doing the recall and when you're in the lane, Drake is spawned, yeah, but maybe jungle is top. Maybe he's recalled. So it's a good rule for mid to late game. But in the early game, there are some variables. There are some things that you can't control. So now it's 1 minute before the Drake. But if you recall right here, we can't know that in 56 seconds we will start the Drake. So if you didn't have your Essence River and you're like 200 gold away from item, oh, but Drake is up in 1 minute, we don't give a shit about the Drake. My item is important because me as AD carry, I want money, I want XP, I want items. Being exactly on tempo when Drake is up, not so important. It can be important in the later stages, after second, third, fourth item, where if you're there, you pentakill. But let's be honest, if you're a Drake with one item, you're not weak, but you're not like pentakill guy. So if you have item in base, if you don't have item and you want to recall for Drake, it's more important to prioritize your own items, power spikes, and gold other than the Drake. The Drake, I mean, if I can win the lane and kill this Caitlyn, or I can pressure and the Drake is up in a minute so I can recall before the Drake, I don't give a shit about the Drake. I want to stomp this guy and get money and get XP so I can carry the game. So yeah, later on, it can be good. It can be a good rule. But earlier on, it's just more important to play for power spikes. And some people would say you need to be selfish, but it's not exactly selfish. I mean, yes, you need to play for your power spikes, but you're still doing that to help later on your teammates. So it's kind of help yourself so you can help others later on.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.